It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. Fair catch, called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Here we go. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Corner showing. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Vols have their offense in high gear.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On the ground, it's Sampson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. These DBs going to give a little cushion. He'll throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You've got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Sanders. Out of the backfield, he's open. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bucs!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over them.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see.
I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Vols will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a connection. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
The Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 17, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
Number 5.
Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete in the middle. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll fire. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest. Necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He's got him this time. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Open space at the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a grab and go for the score. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it's up and no good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Vols want to move quickly. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other side. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 27, Tennessee 14.
And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Second down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that. Third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He makes a grab, and he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bucs!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Thornton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he reels it in inside the 30. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Quickly complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Wants to throw on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Colorado! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Going to the running game. Running with power. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Wolverines are on the move.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Feeling some heat. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately. So tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point was good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter.
Colorado 14, Michigan 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Warren. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool box.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw at Sanders. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bucks. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
2-9 Philly.
These corners going to give them some space. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Colorado 21.
The Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
We just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fair catch, called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head."
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Sanders. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position. 1st down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Run it with the fullback. The Wolverines get it past the sticks. An easy call to go for it and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened on that.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Michigan! And the comeback is on! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense that...
And he breaks into the open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linemen.
Just keeps moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 21, Michigan 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Runs through the tackle. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead and coming around the outside.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. You run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
To the air, it's Orji, looking for an open area to his left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, David.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Hines is back in the middle. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Colorado.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
First play of the first possession of OT. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It leads to second down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Edwards. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The lone back's got it. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They take the lead here in overtime.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a... Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Ball. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's George. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Took just one play and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the running back didn't get much, though. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Working that left side now. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting a deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll just keep slinging it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quick strike complete. Give him 6. Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. Offense set on first down. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Horn. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They'll test the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Colorado 0.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gets it out quickly. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misfire now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
The inside handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Oh, look out. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking to move it through the air. He's going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cave. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
To the air on 1st down. Coming after him. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Snags it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
They go 4 vertical, and I love that play call. This is one of the best receivers in the country. This play's tailor-made for him. He does a great job with the route. He understands coverages, and he's got a great catch radius. What a good play call for this particular play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it in the middle, it's Arroyo. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
That makes the score Miami 28, Colorado 7.
And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Got a lot of running. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off the play fake on first down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on. They've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Hurricane! And the punishment has been extended.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He is stopped short, and the fake will not work as he almost nudged his way in. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play.
Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
14.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He fires one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffs.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going for the big play. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Miami, 47. Colorado, 21.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to pass, it's Ward. Sends it downfield. And the ball is intercepted.
The pass on 3rd down. Intercepted.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. Fakes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Coming up.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horn. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Looking to throw. Makes the catch. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now it's 2nd and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Nice job by the possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
To throw, it's Ward. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Canes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
and he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Fair catch, called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen,
and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On second down, looking again to throw. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.